Hey everyone, and welcome back to Aramar's Platinum Nuzlocke run. You are joining me today in Canalave City, the cargo port, which is perhaps the most unimaginative name I've seen for a city yet in any of the games. But anyway, I almost did not make it here. As anyone looking at the screen can see, I did lose Reyna, I think, to oh, you know what it was. Choosing a pedal dance did come back to bite me. I was facing a veteran, I think, and I must have been completely out of it because I chose pedal dance for the first move because his first Pokemon was a water type, I think, and I had Reyna out first because I was training him, and I chose pedal dance, and then the next one out was a Staravia or a Staraptor, and pedal dance didn't take it down in one hit, and then it got a critical hit or something on a like an aerial ace or an air slash or something, and there went Reyna. So I'm down to 3 primary team members right now. Berwick, Connie, and Armin, who are all almost frighteningly over leveled at this point. And just because with today being the 28th, so the last day of February, and here I am at gym number 6, it would take so long to raise another team member right now, which I mean I'm gonna have to do if I want to like complete the game, I think, because I don't know if these 3 alone can make it through the rest of the game. That would be impressive, but I don't think they can. But I was training a Shellos so I could get like a Gastrodon later, and I started doing that, but then I thought, well, if I want to get one more video out before the month is done, and get to Canalave City and do gym number 6, there's no way I'm going to have time just to dedicate to all the training that was necessary, because my Shellos was down at like, I don't know, level 8 or something when I caught it, so it would have been, at least 30 levels of training, and that's just a lot of grinding. And also, Shellos does not learn the greatest moves. It has actually a really crappy move set. Gastrodon as well. Like, I think despite being water ground, Gastrodon doesn't actually learn any other ground moves, I don't think. I mean, I think it has like Mud Bomb and Mud Shot, but that's about it. And both of those are respectively powerful, but inaccurate. And of course, I lost Earthquake ages ago, so I kind of gave up on that one and thought, if I really need like a ground type later, I can train Reiner. That's its name. Train Reiner up. And I have this egg that I got from Riley. I'm gonna hatch it. I'm gonna see what it is, or I might go online and see what it is. But since it's a gift, I don't think I'm using it either. But fortunately, I think with this next gym being, since Steel, it's a Steel type gym. Steel doesn't resist water, and a lot of Steel types tend to be part rock or part ground. Not all of them, of course, but some do. So Armin's actually going to be handy, I think, for that. And then, of course, Berwick, who's good against rock types, who's good against steel types. He's going to be my primary here. Connie, not a lot of use, probably, since steel resists poison. It resists flying, or it's immune to poison, resists flying. But as I was saying, I almost didn't get here because there is a pair of ace trainers on the way to Celestic Town who have 1 Pokemon each, I think just a Raichu and a Gyarados, and I was over leveled by those by like 3 or 4 levels on average, and I still have no defense against that team matchup because Raichu covers Armin and Connie with Thunderbolt, and Gyarados probably has Ice Fang, which is going to knock out Connie, and I had Reyna at the time, would have easily knocked out Reyna. I mean, any of its moves would have all been useful against Berwick. I mean, not super effective, but powerful enough. Berwick's only 1 Mon, and Berwick didn't really have any advantage against them. I mean, just fighting those, it would not have been pretty. So I actually avoided those trainers, so they're still out there waiting for me, and I may or may not face them. Yeah, that's the plan. Levi would have been so great here. Okay, what am I doing in this gym? This is fast. Oh, are those elevators? Or lifts? Okay, that worries me though, because he's a fighting type. Does that mean he's probably got like Lucario or something? Which is actually fine because fighting does not resist fighting. So let's go in with Berwick. And they are all fully healed because I met that Riley guy, the guy who gave me the he's one of those double team trainers that you fight along with through a region, and he heals your Pokemon at all counts. So that's, I think, all my team gained a level and is fully healed. So that was a perk. I'm actually doing really good. I mean, grinding. I think it's a side effect of having only 3 mons to train. I mean, if I were to grind something else from like level 10 up to level 40, I would go through PP and stuff really fast, but this Pokemon Center limitation is actually not the problem. I still have Pokemon Centers in reserve. I haven't used Celestic Towns at all, and here I am facing the gym in this town, essentially completing everything that's to be done in Canalave, and I haven't even looked in this Pokemon Center yet, so that's 2 in reserve. Which, I mean, I'm going to need, I think, even with my Lepa Berries, I would still need these Pokemon Centers if I'm ever going to grind a new member up to any respectable level. Hello. Oh, this is going to be a maze of lifts, isn't it? This isn't going to be fun. No, I was going to say, this guy brings up an interesting point, testing yourself, because I'm starting to see the gyms as just kind of like benchmarks, like they're like a minimum bar, because with those ace trainers frighten me. Like, I was fortunate because somebody else told me that they were coming on that route, and so I looked that route up online and saw where they were. Otherwise, I would have walked into that blind, and I just would have been all over. And so in a lot of cases, things like that, like ace trainers who are not limited by type limitations, who have good AIs, who have reasonable levels, are some of the real challenges in this game. And things like gym leaders with their one type, even though they have high levels, but their one type are kind of your benchmark. Okay, I just have to like guess. It's gonna be like Sabrina's gym all over again. Oh my gosh, that was really fast. Okay, so then that goes. Oh, I see. Okay, so that goes down there like that. Okay, what do you got? He uses new. Oh yeah, it's a Caesar because it's only weaknesses. Oh, level 40. Nice. I wonder if it has aerial ace. That would sting. Oh, but it's only weaknesses fire that you don't have anymore. Nope. Okay. Apparently no flying type moves because it's not using them on me. So I'm going to presume that it only has a good cross chop hit. The best it's going to do is Metal Claw. Okay. Let's see. Seismic Toss. I like Seismic Toss because it's useful when you get down to these lower levels. Like 46 hit points can be a surprising amount, even for like, you know, level 40 creatures. Sweet. Oh, they're so over leveled. Which again, I'm gonna need like nothing else if I'm ever gonna like actually beat this game. And I've always had a thing against, like, I don't know, I've always had something against people who go through a game and just level up like one, like just level up their starter ridiculously, and then they just plow through the game with one over-leveled mon. I've never been a fan of that philosophy, but like in this particular set of circumstances, this Nuzlocke that I'm running and trying to get stuff out on time, and not wasting resources grinding, like it's becoming a necessity just to have fewer and fewer members at just higher and higher levels and just sweep with them. I mean, even Crobat, Connie, has a high enough attack, like he's got a respectable attack, and things like Cross Poison and Fly and Pluck, he's actually a formidable force. Ooh, this looks fun. I have no idea where I'm going. Well, not that way, apparently. Okay, let's switch out for Armin I hope this guy has at least some rock or ground types with him. Oh, nope, this... Armin was the wrong choice. Armin was the wrong choice. Armin, get out of there. Yeah, because Armin can do nothing against steel types in and of itself. Because all he has are psychic and water type moves. So he is entirely there to act as support for any part ground or part rock types that may show up. Which Magnemite definitely is not. And you know, I know it's I suppose stereotyping in a way, but sometimes I get frustrated that I can't tell the difference between, you know, certain trainer classes based on their overworld sprites. Like that one, I guess I should have known. Like that's very obviously a worker, and I should know what workers have. But sometimes you like rangers have the same overworld as ace trainers, I think. So I get nervous when I approach what are actually rangers because I'm like, oh, they're ace trainers. I'm gonna get screwed, and then they're just rangers who are easier. We see him. I don't know what he's gonna have. Like, he could have fighting types, but that first one was using a Steelix, so, you know, all bets are off now, I think. I mean, fighting steel, if he's probably using Lucario. But no, but he used the Steelix too, so... I mean, that's like some sort of holdover from Gen 1 where Bruno was forced to use rock types. Alright, let's see what a Water Pulse does. Good, good, I like that. Two of them. Level 48. Oh, I like his defense, that his defense is one of his highest attributes. He can actually, I mean, he can take actually a self-destruct from a Graveler who's at near his level at this point. I was actually really impressed. Which, I mean, I get worried about sometimes because he's at a point now where some Gravelers have just enough high enough defense, and something like Water Pulse is just not quite powerful enough that high-level like Gravelers that I find in caves can just barely survive a Water Pulse sometimes, and that terrifies me because anytime those survive, I'm sure they're going to self-destruct on me. But knowing that he can survive one is heartening because I've lost too much already to self-destructs. See, it's going to be an ace trainer again. You can really see the strengths and weaknesses of that Pokemon. Yes, you can. And you learn how to cover for them. Probably, oh, 3, this is going to be rough. Yeah, see, like that, because Bronzor are only weak to fire or ground, neither of which I have. Fortunately, neutral damage from fighting type, so let's see what a Karate Chop does. I despise Confuse Ray with a passion. Come on, Berwick. Come on, Berwick. God damn it, Berwick. Oh, extra sensory. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna sting. Not nearly as bad as I thought. Okay. Oh, good. Good. Yay, Berwick. We're just gonna do this. Keep doing this, aren't we? If it worked once. God, they're just getting more powerful. just waiting for a critical hit on these. Okay, so it does, like, what, 30 points? That's actually not bad. For especially, like, Extrasensory, I think Extrasensory's got, like, a base power of 80. But I think Bronzor is actually, because it has such a high defense, usually it actually has a really crappy attack. Oh, they just keep getting a higher level. It actually has a really crappy attack, because I think I tried to use Bronzor in my last run through, the first time I ran through this, and I actually didn't like it very much because I couldn't figure out what to do with it. Because I'm not much of a defensive player, not when I'm running through games like this. And so having something which didn't do me a lot of offensive good was, I was just confused. I mean, I feel like that's maybe a very basic strategy, you know, hit them hard and fast, but with Bronzor not being hitting hard or hitting fast, I just couldn't figure out how to use it. Like, in competitive play, like, that could be an entirely different story, or something like, you know, giving a Bronzor, as it is kind of here, giving a Bronzor or a Bronzong to NPCs who don't really care if they win or lose. It's entirely different. Or, you know, putting him out as like a wall if I have to restore someone else, but using him as an offensive power was just not good. Oh, you want a bet to that egg? I'll bet that's a Rylu, because that Riley guy uses a Lucario, so I'll bet he gave me Lucario's pre-evolution. Also, I see a red thing. That probably means, yep. Okay. Byron, father of Rourke, and user of Steel-type Pokemon. He probably has a Scizor. But I've got plenty of health. 2 Pokemon to face off, because I know he's got a Bastodon and a Steelix, probably, and a Scizor maybe. I don't know which one he leads off with, but against everything except a Scizor, I've got Berwick. So let's do this. Ah, that's Orbrick's gym badge. I see, you've defeated my son. But that's no surprise, he still has much to learn. In place of my son, I, Byron, will take your challenge. Yeah, let's do this. I'll bet he could kill people with that shovel. Oh, Magneton. I'm glad I didn't start out with Armin. That would have ended poorly. Okay, let's do... How much does Magneton weigh? Let's just karate chop. Oh, it's faster than me. Oh, bad. Ow. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. Let's see if we can... Oh yeah, Hyper Potion. Well, at least you used it. Okay, if I can... Oh, Berwick, please live through this Thunderbolt. Oh man, could you hear my exhalation there? That was close. Yeah, see? I got a Steelix. Okay, I don't think Steelix can knock me out with anything in one turn, especially if I spend the turn healing. So let's get out... yeah. I can use a Hyper Potion too, Byron. And then I'm gonna low kick this bastard because Steelix are heavy. That was actually something that was really tough. Oh, Ice Fang. Interesting. Oh, I guess if I was gonna try to, if somebody tried to use a Grass type against him, it makes sense. No, but I remember learning the power of low kick because I think it was maybe Heart Gold or something. I think I have an Onix or a Steelix. And I was training, and I was in a cave and came across a Machop. I was like, oh, it's so much lower level than me, I can take it. It was like, 8, 9 levels lower. And he uses low kick and, like, one-hit KOs me. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, I guess Steelix is like half a ton. Makes sense. Oh, you've got 2 of them. Sneaky, sneaky. I mean, if you've got something with a high attack power like a Machop, and then you know, you use a move that suddenly has a base power of like 120 at that point or something. So I'm a little disappointed that it didn't knock this Steelix out in one hit. I mean, what is my attack nowadays? 109. Why is that not good enough? Okay. This one's... Oh, I suppose Steelix is ground steel, so I only have one super advantage. Whereas Bastiodon, I'm pretty sure, is rock steel. And so something like... And it looks heavy, so something like a low kick should finish it off. Please, please, please. Yes, thank you. Well done, Berwick. I'm glad you've lived this long. You're gonna have to do this exact same thing at the ice gym, which is next. Just knock them all out in one hit. Yay, the mine badge. And now I can use strength outside of battle. It was just a long time before I was really getting frustrated getting into caves and needing strength. There's going to be so much backtracking in this game. TM91 is Flash Cannon? Haha, I don't know how you even know these things. Gwaha! Good. Good, no, that's fine. You keep training. What? Where am I going? Why'd you make me go all the way around? Okay. Well, that was exciting. Oh. Oh, I swear to God, if you try to battle me. Oh, that reminds me. Hanji fight me when I came here, and I guess I don't know. It's been a while since I've battled Hanji, and I just wasn't ready for it. Like, I just didn't see it coming. Because he fights that bridge up there in the right. Like, he fights you as you're coming across that. Like, it's not a place I was expecting to be challenged. And of course, like every single rival ever, he leads with his flying type. And I think I had Berwick out in front because I'd been training him, so I already had a type disadvantage, so I was already off on a wrong foot. And I had already lost Reina at this point, and so I only had the 3. And so that was a stressful battle, because he, like a good trainer, had at this point, I think, 5 appropriate leveled Pokemon. And against my 3, with my interesting typing combination, that was stressful. I did not want to lose there. Looks like we're going to the library, which I've been to. It's a cool place. What are we doing here, Angie? Okay, well, I think I'm going to call it... Those gyms take a while. But we're going to call it good after this. I think. Oh, look. The professor's here. What? You... No, there you go, honey. You're supposed to say. Interesting theories. He wants me to catch legendaries. You're gonna give me a Master Ball for that, right? Fortuitously, there are 3 of you. Get split up. Splitting the party, always a bad idea. Of course, I'm a tough trainer. I can handle snow. Oh, Hanji. Veilstone and Pastoria. Oh. Uh-oh. That's the same sign as a bomb. A bomb just went off somewhere. This is not good. This is not good. Ooh. Ooh, TV screen again. Why is it not moving? Where was that? Yeah, it was an explosion. Hanji, you were there last time a bomb like that went off. Did it happen near this town? Okay, I'm gonna go handle that. I think I'm gonna see if I can finish this game at least. I mean, it's already February. I mean, I've made 6 badges, which is good. And let's see. 32 hours over 28 days. I mean, a little over an hour a day. That's pretty good, given that I'm trying to make sure my studies don't go down the drain for this. So I think I'm going to put a little more time into this. I may, well, probably actually, pull out somebody from the PC box to train, because I know one of the Elite Four is a Psychic type, and I have no defense against Psychic types right now. I have a Dust Skull in the box, and I may bring on the Dust Skull and train, or I may get that Gastrodon just to, have that type advantage for when I get to, because the last gym is an Electric Gym, which I don't have much of a defense against that either. Or I may catch something on the way. I haven't had good luck with catching lately though, so we'll see. Thank you all for watching this series. It's been a pretty serious adventure, and look at this game. I mean, it's a fascinating way to look at the game from the perspective of design and storytelling and playthrough. What are the expectations on the player as far as level and as far as diversity, things like that. I'm going to continue to put out videos, probably on a much less frequent basis, maybe one, depending on how fast it goes, one every week, one every 2 weeks, probably with some downtime between this one and the next one, so I can get some other work done and get some grinding done. And so I will see you again then in probably Snow Point City. I may get some footage if anything interesting happens at the lake, if I see some legendary Pokemon or something. But otherwise, yeah, Snow Point City and gym number 7. So until then, happy training.